Drop towers are some of the most thrilling and absolutely eye-catching attractions that theme parks and amusement parks have to offer. In this video, I'm going to discuss the future of drop towers and why we don't see too many being built, as well as talk about some of the drop towers that are being dismantled. For the sake of argument, I realize that there's a bunch of different types of tower rides. When I say drop tower, I'm talking about all of them. One thing I've learned is it doesn't have to be the tallest drop tower to be the most thrilling. When you go to an amusement park, one of the first things that catches your eyes is usually the drop tower, unless there's a massive coaster there. Typically, when I go to an amusement park or theme park, drop towers are usually my go-to ride. I think that a roller coaster is very thrilling depending on the coaster, but usually a drop tower is different at every single park. Even if it's the same manufacturer, same height, I just feel that there are no two drop towers that are exactly alike. Whereas I've been on coasters that are pretty much exactly the same thing and very similar in what they do. Ever since the accident at the Icon Park in Orlando with the Orlando free fall, it just seems like drop towers have taken a back seat to some other rides. It doesn't seem like anybody in the United States is willing to build the next tallest drop tower. And it's really a shame because it had nothing to do with the ride manufacturer. Most likely, it looks like the seat was altered in some way to accommodate guests of a larger size.
Attorneys say the manufacturer made a decision to not put seatbelts on their ride that makes them liable. An investigative report found someone in control of the ride adjusted the seats beyond the recommended limit, causing Samson's fall.
I understand they said that the manufacturer is liable because there wasn't seatbelts. However, this was definitely a ride operator error, and my heart goes out to this family. Drop towers are generally one of the safest rides in the park. So I don't know if this played any kind of role in these parks with their decision making on building us the next greatest drop tower in the world. Probably one of the most disappointing things for the 2024 season had to be Zumanjaro. I absolutely loved King Ka, and Zumanjaro was like right there with this coaster for me. I think both of these were fantastic. Zumanjaro had to be my favorite drop tower. That 90-mile-an-hour drop, that pure weightlessness, and the way that Six Flags handled this whole situation was very disappointing. I got to ride it, I think it was the first or second week of the season, and then shortly after that they announced they're done with it for the rest of the season. And obviously at the end of the season they announced that King Ka would be closed permanently and filed plans to have it dismantled, which of course means Zumanjaro will go down with it. My biggest question is, all I'm seeing is these tiny little family drop towers. I'm also seeing a lot of rumors swirling around with different drop towers. For the last few years, Falcon's Fury's been on the chopping block. I guess it costs a lot to maintain it. Who knows though, I've heard that for the last 3 years. But it really makes you wonder. It looks like it's a lot of Intamin drop towers that are coming down. With Carowinds announcing that they're getting rid of their drop tower, it raises questions whether Canada's Wonderland will get rid of theirs as well. After all, it is only 1 year newer. Carowinds drop tower was built in 1996 and Canada's Wonderland built theirs in 97. And since it looks like California's Great America will probably be closing after the 2025 season, I almost doubt they'll even open their drop tower for the 2025 season due to the very high maintenance cost. Speaking of high maintenance costs, How about the Mock Tower at Busch Gardens Williamsburg? This was a great tower, but had a lot of issues. I don't see him replacing it. And I don't think it would be a surprise to anyone if Lex Luthor Drop of Doom closed next season, given the fact that Superman Escape from Krypton is not the most reliable coaster, and it appears to be on the chopping block. It really wouldn't surprise me if this coaster closed after the 2025 season. They'll probably go with the King to Ka treatment, which is basically no notice, hey, it's closed. Another big question for me is why we've yet to see one of these brand new S&S spin shot towers. This looks like a great attraction. It can fit on an existing tower. Why no parks seem to be interested, but yet I still see S&S rides being manufactured and built. I just don't understand why some park out there isn't looking to get one of these and be the first to have it. Other than some junior drop towers, the only drop tower being built is going to be the tallest ever built, and it's going to be in Saudi Arabia at Six Flags Qiddiya. This thing's going to be a massive 475 feet, roughly. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know your favorite drop tower. Also, let me know if there's any drop towers that you're absolutely afraid to get on. America used to have dominance when it came to some of these thrilling attractions. It didn't seem like any of these other countries really wanted to get in the game and compete with the United States. But with some of these Middle Eastern countries having a lot of money, they can afford to add these massive attractions. And I'm just wondering if things will turn around in the United States and we can get back to the pre-COVID era. Now when I say dominance, I'm talking about tallest, fastest, longest, that kind of thing. I know that the Europeans have absolutely incredible parks. I look forward to getting out there to Europe this summer and experience some of their great parks and great coasters. And if you have any tips for me, I'm all ears. I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks about Europe and some of their great parks. If America were to build the next tallest drop tower, where do you think it would be located? What park in the United States do you think would have such a great attraction? Well, that's all I have for today. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and enjoy some of my favorite drop towers.